What's up, guys? We're gonna BroBeats. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys all the best chords in FL Studio's chord generator. So to get there, all you need to do is just go to the piano roll here, right? And then you click this little arrow, or you could also press Alt-P to bring it up, just like so. But I'll show you how to get there manually. So we're gonna discard that. We're gonna click this arrow, go to Tools, and then we'll go ahead and go to Generate Chord Progression. So then you'll pop up, this little box will pop up here, okay? And then you can also choose like which instrument you want to target. But I want to show you all the best chords to use, because if you click down here to presets, which most of you probably use, and I'll move this up a bit, you'll see there's a ton of presets that you can use. Now, if you know music theory, this is fine, but if you don't, this is very probably frustrating to look at or to use, right? Because you're probably going to do this. You're probably going to click on, you're going to do this, right? And this is going to take forever. So I went ahead, and I'll just kind of pop this up real quick. I went ahead and marked up all of the best chords in here to use. Now you could use every single chord, obviously you can, but in terms of just clicking on the chord and then ready to make a beat or song, whatever, these are the best ones. So the ones that are white are the ones that work straight out the box, and they're probably a chord progression you've heard before on you know, Spotify, whatever you listen to, right? So these are all the ones. I'll go through a few of them, maybe it's just like 5 of them, because I want to actually show you how to use it to make a beat. So also I'll just scroll down. So here they are, and then in the comment section or the description down below, I will have a download link for this. Obviously I'm not gonna make you keep coming back to the video for that, but yeah. So here are all the chords. The left side is major and the right is minor, like chord progressions or based chord progressions, right? And I know it looks crazy, it's a lot of stuff, you know, it looks really wild with all these numbers and stuff, but don't worry about that. You can just kind of click on these and you can get making a beat. So we can close this, and I'll just kind of show you some of the ones. So we have the first one, Longing. So this is what this sounds like. I probably should speed this up, but I'll just play it. Okay, if you want something more like a storytelling vibe, if you want to make like one of those like trap beats, that one is great for that. Now obviously the sound selection I have personally isn't built for that. You're gonna need to pick the sounds that match. But let's go to the next one. We'll do just 5, right? We don't need to overdo it. So wish I can move this out the way. Okay, I'm just go down. Maybe we could do like dynamic. Okay, so these are like the most common ones. I think, let me see, maybe we could do like rich. I really like this chord progression they put in here. And of course with this, there's tons of things you can do. So I'm gonna just quickly show you the things that are useful, like practical to do in everyday, because you know, a lot of this stuff, it can get kind of crazy. So obviously you can click this little button here, okay? Oh, I guess you can't see that. You click this button and you can change the chord, but I'll be honest, it's really not that good. It's just not, it doesn't really choose the best chords, I guess, but if you click this and you right click, you can preview. You can switch the chord, right? And of course you can regenerate, you can go ahead and do that. But you're probably gonna be using this a lot if you want to, or you could just generate a new chord infinitely if you want to. You can add rhythms to it if you need. As you can see, very useful. Typically I don't use that. I just kind of do this. I just kind of do it myself. Now the other thing that you're probably going to want to use is the performance. Now this one, you probably, if you've used this, you probably just ignored it. This is actually good. Usually when, you know, these companies implement these things, they're not as good. But with this, what you can do is kind of spark your melody creation process, right? So what we can do is you can go here to pattern, and they have a bunch of patterns you can use. I just kind of scroll my mouse, and a lot of these are useful, especially if you're trying to like make a melody real quick, right? I like the Cinco ones because they have nice rhythm to them and they're not too much. So if you could try the Cinco, the flourishes. Okay, now yeah, that's pretty much that. Or you could just generate infinite ones, right? You could do an ARP and then you could switch it to chop. So now you could do chops. Okay, and then you can humanize it. Now this one's really cool if you want to make like nice piano, and I'm trying to move this out the way so you can see, but if you want to make nice piano melodies, the humanized one is really good. As you can see, it kind of humanizes it and it messes with the velocity. So now that workflow is just sped up 10x. But yeah, that is it. We'll just pick one. I want to do like I'm gonna reset this, and we can choose. I'm gonna look at this list real quick. We can do maybe this one. And honestly, that's fine, right? Whatever. So we'll just use this one. Let's go ahead and we can make a beat with this chord. Go ahead and make a beat with this. So we're just gonna flat out just use these chords. I'm gonna try not to mess with it. We'll add our own melodies on top. But here's what it sounds like. All right, and I'm gonna just transpose this down so it's at a C. Okay, just so it's a little bit easier. Now you can also activate the scales if you want to. If you just need that help, you can do that. I'm gonna just use my ear for this. I typically with the chord generator, I like to use my ear. I don't like to go like a super textbook. But one other thing is when you use this chord generator, it will lock the chords. So what you need to do if you want to edit them, you can highlight them, so you can Control A, and you can go up here to group and ungroup it. So you can press Alt G, and that way you can move the notes. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just layer these until I'm comfortable, and then we'll just add like a little preset. Okay. I just want to make sure like it's on beat. We'll just throw a little something in there. Okay, there we go. And yeah, we can keep moving. We can use that for melody. And matter of fact, let's hold shift. So we're gonna hold shift in between this and move these over like so, just so we can get a more like beat rhythm. I also want to change this chord too. Let's do, maybe we can move it down. And let's just copy this over here, right? Just minor changes. Okay, I like that a lot better. So just slight changes there, and I think I'll run with this. We can, let's put all these in a track. There we go. And then I'll add a preset on top. We can do bus. Do this. Boom. So what I have here is just a reverb before, and then we have a pitch, and I just usually have it pitched down, or you can go up. It's up to you. It's just an EQ, okay, on top, right? Just something like that. All right. Hopefully you can see that. And this is just a little preset I just default to see like what it would sound like. I'll probably go a little bit lower for this. All right, so now we got a nice little background, and we can use this little EP for or electric piano for our like melody. So we can stop it there. Let's go ahead and do our melody. Now is the fun part. We're gonna go ahead and add a melody on top. So if I didn't show the sounds, here are the sounds that I have. Okay, there's the sounds for the first one, second one, third one, and I'll just go ahead and show these. So this is the EP we have, and then we have another one. Okay, so that's what we have. For this, you can just kind of have fun. This is why I like to use my ear for this. You just have fun and just play around. You could just, if you want to, you can kind of like do something like this and just kind of see what you like. And I think that will even sound good. Well, I don't want to add the beat just yet, but Let's do a flam. Actually, let's use some of these. And then we'll resolve it there. I'm gonna do a little flam right here. See if we can get a nice little, okay. And I'm gonna offset this slightly just so it's not so perfect. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's copy it over and I'll just pull this down and we'll just make adjustments. I'm gonna try to keep everything in frame so you could, you know, obviously if you want to follow along. Okay, and then I don't know, really with this you could just go up. So you can just go up like this. And I am in the 1/4 beat grid, or I think that might be a quarter if you're using like Studio One, I don't know, but just 1/4. So it should be within a beat, or was this yeah, it's a beat. It should be, or within a bar, it should be 4 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just the timing I'm using. Let's do a flam with this one. Okay, I like that. So yeah, that's our first melody. We'll leave it there and we'll just do another one on top since we already have it. Or if not, we could delete it, but let's just go ahead and do that. So let's move on. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our secondary melody, or like our counter melody. So we don't really need this. I think what we have is perfectly fine for a beat, honestly. Probably add like a delay or reverb on there, but here, yeah, this is the sound we're gonna use next. It's just the same EP, so we'll just go on top and just kind of add to the main melody, right? We don't want them to clash, we want to add to it, right? So, you know, if you would, right, so like these notes I would put in here, right, to make it kind of clash, but I'm gonna go ahead and just listen to it and just see. Okay, so we can end here, right? Because I like that. But now we need to figure out how we get back there, right? And that's pretty much how you would make a melody. And we could probably... Let's see if we can do that, because I want this note to shine a little bit more. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna pull this one back, so. I like that. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Let's take this. We'll just kind of reuse this, honestly. And we could kind of mix in these other ones. So what do we end it here? So if we go up, we can use this F, right? And it's just as simple as that, right? It's all chords or broken up chords for your melody. It doesn't seem like it when you're pressing it in, but like it really just is. So okay, I'm happy with that. Very simple, right? It's not the best thing in the world, but it's simple enough for this video. So we're gonna go ahead and add a beat on top and it will end. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let's go ahead and add our drums. This will be very simple. I like to mute like the melody just so it doesn't ruin everything. So just mute a few of these. And then we're just going here, and since we have no like scale in the background or anything like that, you could literally just place the notes in. And I'm gonna pull these up a bit, 2 octaves or so. And we could do like 3 right here. And then I don't know, let's do something like that. And then I'm Control L. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what we can do now is just add our drums in. This could be very simple, right? Like we only got 3 drums, right? And that's on purpose because I don't really think it's needed to do a lot. And don't feel pressured to like add a bunch of hi-hats and stuff. Like sometimes, like, you know, I don't know, this, like sometimes that is just fine. Like you don't need to always add so much energy. I am going to do something like that. I kind of like that, but what if we fade it out? Let me see. Maybe switch it. Let me see. I don't know. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think it's fine. All right, so I think that's good enough. We'll just play the beat all together, and I'll just activate my little master here. Just clean things up. So this is pretty much what it looks like. It's not anything crazy. You just kind of, I just lower the mids usually because I like more like bass and crisp highs in there. So it's typically what I use. And then just a soft clipper, and I just pull the soft clipper down a bit to crush the 808. And yeah, and then you can just adjust. I usually just adjust this, but this is like specific for the drums right here. So you probably can't see that, but yeah, that's where I have mine. So I'll reset it. So is this reset? I feel like it's not. Let's just reset all of them. Okay, so typically I'll move this one over and just kind of move it like that. This is kind of how it is, right? It's nothing crazy. But all right, we'll play it. We have to activate it. We'll just play it once or twice through. It's not like, oh, you know, long melody, but also kind of play with it a bit. All right, and that's going to be it for this video. Again, in the description and comment section down below, I will have that that layout or that picture for you so that you can kind of know which chords to use. So remember Alt P, and you can kind of go here and you'll have all of the keys for this. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.